I kind of alluded to this, so I should really talk more about this, about playing tight. The concept of kind of keeping everything in. And this is one of the biggest lessons you're going to learn playing speedball. If you leave anything hanging out, it's going to get shot. So if you tend to shoot kind of like this, like a real rifle shooter, this is going to get hammered constantly. So what you want to do is you want to kind of change your form a little bit, change the way you physically play inside the bunker. So I'm using this as a stand-up here because I really don't feel like kneeling right now because my knees are not the best. But you'll notice as I'm shooting here, my arm is down and I've got everything kind of as close in as I can to the edge of the bunker. And the reason I'm doing that is that it's playing tight. I'm giving the opponent less of a target to shoot at. One of the other things that I've picked up over the years is playing with your paintball marker slightly tilted in, kind of like this. What I'm doing is I'm taking the hopper out of the equation because the hopper is not centered. It's actually kind of offset to the side. So when I'm playing tight, I'm going to angle the hopper in just a little bit, and that's going to make less of a profile for the other guy to shoot at. So when I'm playing this position, I'm going to play it nice and tight like this. Now I also notice that I've got a fairly wide-legged stance right here, and I can afford that behind this particular bunker because it's a tall, a short, and another tall, so I've got lots of room from the waist down, so I can spread out a little bit. If that wasn't there, I would have to play tight down in the legs too, and the way that you kind of do that is standing sideways. Now, that sounds really dumb, but this is a shorter target to hit than this is. Of course, that being said, I can already hear the guy yelling. When I had my back surgery, I got yelled at because a lot of guys, when they would stand sideways and they would lean forward, shoot, and then come back in. Lean forward and shoot, and that's not good for your back. What's better for your back, and actually what works better for bunkers like this, is legs slightly apart, and you're going to kind of like, bend one knee and lean towards that way and take the shot and come back out. You're still playing relatively tight. You just have to be a little bit aware of how far you're going to kick your other leg out because that can really kind of affect things. You don't want to have this sticking way out. Of course, behind nice wide big can bunkers like that, like this one, you can get away with it. And this is one of those lessons that you can carry with you out into the woods, playing tight like that. Because I know a lot of guys, you're playing like this, you're just standing out in the open and you're just hammer. But that really is going to get you shot a lot more. That's not going to get you as far as if you're playing tight like this. This is the one thing that Speedball is going to teach you, because if you leave anything hanging out, they are going to take it. And actually, this is actually not a bad idea. It's something you can do on your own. When you get shot, every time you get shot, kind of make a mental note of where you're getting hit. Are you always getting hit in the elbow? You're always getting hit in the head? Are you always getting hit on the leg or whatever? This is kind of important to know, because then if you can tally up at the end of the day, wow, I'm getting shot in the elbow a lot, okay, that means I'm putting my elbow way too far out there. You guys thought I hated Speedball. This is actually kind of interesting stuff.